Hi, welcome to the second episode of our Chuck-related podcast, Chuck versus the Inane running commentary. So what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be talking over different episodes of Chuck. We're going to start with Season 1, obviously, then Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, and Season 5. We're on Chuck versus the Helicopter, the second episode of Season 1.
And there is going to be spoilers, so if you haven't seen Chuck in its entirety, you should probably do so before watching a commentary
we probably
series.
will talk about later episodes. In some of the earlier episodes, we'll reference things that haven't happened yet. So if you do care about spoilers, I probably wouldn't watch it.
If you would like to watch along with your own copy of the episode, please start playing now.
Hi, my name is Charles Bartowski.
Wow, film grain. I love that font. I'm glad I found that.
It's filled with spies, car chases.
Well, the one I found.
Did you find the actual font?
I did find the actual font, but I weren't paying 30 quid for it to use it, so I found a free font that's basically the same.
Chuck, get over here now. Look at this. What happened?
I mean, this is next level incompetence, this is.
It is.
But to be honest, it is, Jeff.
Can you imagine the shame if some large mart fiend or Costco stooge put out a display on our
Bimo Green.
So, this has to come down, right?
yesterday?
Who says that?
Him, clearly.
Harry Tang.
Morgan. He is not a magician.
He is, just not the...
I mean,
Everything changed when I got an email from my
if you reach Season 5, you'll see that he's a bit of a magician.
when he stole a whole bunch of
Wait,
government secrets.
stop doing spoilers for the sake of doing spoilers.
But it's not a spoiler when I'm just referring to those frosted tips.
Oh, he loves his frosted tips.
My life.
Only a magician would
He ran
have
into that.
hairstyle.
He ran into that Vauxhall.
Agent to protect me. That's Casey.
That's Casey, that is.
He works at Bymore now as a cover. So now I must defend the country from
I bet Casey's got massive areolas.
terrorists.
What? What the actual fuck? Where did that come from?
I don't know. I love the fact he just chases some random guy because he's nicked a copy of Forza Motorsport 3.
The way they were framing the run at the beginning, it looked like he was chasing Chuck because they weren't showing it in like order of actual sequence.
Yeah, so they could have done it. See, look, it's changed because there's no large mat right next door now. It was an Underpants Express or something.
The CIA sent their top agent.
Which, oh, she's got a little hot dog around her neck. I've never noticed that before. A little necklace with a hot dog on it.
See, he did something there,
Believe me.
and no one in the entire world does that. He just said a name randomly out loud.
He's whipped, innit?
Well, was he saying it to her? Was he like
Posing as my girl.
trying to speak to her?
I don't know.
It was just, it's so weird when it's not just this as well. They do it in all kinds of TV. It's so weird.
It's just a narrative thing, isn't it?
I
It
guess
doesn't really pan into reality. It's just there.
we can't
for-
exactly know what they're thinking. So
Yeah, exactly.
I can monitor the Bible from here without It's just
They could. The thing with the Wienerlicious is why didn't they like set her up as the manager and have someone else cooking the hot dogs, so she doesn't have to learn how to make hot dogs?
story, I guess.
I suppose. Although if they had just a randomer working
there is somebody
in the, then they'd have to be an agent, wouldn't they?
how about another date? I can
Well, a boss is a randomer, isn't he? Or
Yeah, but he's not in this one, is he? Is it the later episode he turns up just out of nowhere?
is it the episode with
Chuck is in. Send the doctor.
the female assassin?
Oh, that's one of the later episodes of this
Exciting.
of the first series, isn't it?
I don't know if that's when he shows up, but I know he's in that one.
Yeah.
I got the fur shirt too, but better be skin. Oh yeah?
Wait a minute. Morgan has met her and I haven't? Oh.
Yeah, he confides in me, Ellie. You know, he tells me his deepest, darkest secrets, which...
She was good in Scrubs.
She was.
I love you.
I prefer her with brunette hair
This girl. Tomorrow night, dinner.
than because it was
Oh, yeah, she was
lighter in.
blonde.
She was blonded as Gift Shop Girl, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Natural aphrodisiac. Dinner, perfect. Okay, my schedule.
I've not really seen her in anything else.
He just invites himself. He just invites himself. And then the sexy man Tony Todd. Yes, boy. He's the best Klingon.
General Bettman's first appearance.
Yeah, Beckman's a ledge. I mean, it's a bit harsh that, you know, she couldn't even take him out on an actual date, you know. It's like, now we're working. Get in. It's like, you could at least take him to dinner first and then go to the biomo and run the tests.
So, here we are on our date at the Bymore. Is this all part of the plan or a chance for me to clock in some overtime?
There's a doctor coming to see you, Chuck. He worked on the encoding process for the Intersect, the computer that Bryce destroyed, the one that's in your head.
I wonder, I don't know whether they retcon it, but if Zerno worked on the encoding process for the Intersect, then he would probably know Steven pretty well. Surely.
Presumably.
To get the secrets out of your head.
I don't think they ever address that, do they? It's just something that gets retconned.
Yeah, they do that quite a bit though.
Yeah, well, I could understand it. You know, when you come up with a better idea and it doesn't really fit in, I'm not really against retconning stuff.
Just start.
Yeah, it kind of just fixes plot holes.
Hmm. That's just mean-spirited, that.
Oh, he's perfect. Adam Baldwin was the perfect casting.
He's such an angry man.
I don't think anyone could have played Casey better.
I wonder if he's an angry man in real life.
Thank you for meeting us at the usual.
I doubt it.
I don't understand why.
I know it's not exactly real life, but I've seen him at conventions and he's amazing.
Hmm.
Does patient X work here? Patient X, who knows all the Intersect secrets, works in the Bible. Ridiculous.
I bet it's real cushy working at a biomo. Especially in the nerd herd. I mean, they just deal with like basic computer repairs all day.
Fat guy, ugly building, really beautiful woman at the beach.
Ugly flower.
Cardinal 1 is the top Moscow spy in the White House office, and who says the override chip? The plot to assassinate President Carter was orchestrated by
I'd love to know why, like, if they had a theory behind how their data was encoded.
Oceanic Flight 815 was
Because if it was just steganography, those pictures would have to be enormous to store that kind of data.
Yeah. I think we talked about this in the first episode.
Yeah, I think.
It just seems a bit odd how many images there would actually have to be and how long he was stood there whilst they were all playing.
But it's not even the amount of images; it's how did they bind the data to the image? Because if it was encoded per pixel like steganography, the pictures would have to be that big. Each pixel would be almost imperceivable. And then how would it trigger I don't know, unless like it triggers a flash because he's seeing something that directly matches something that's already in his head, and that triggers his memory, basically. But
I've always just gone on the assumption that it's context based
yeah,
because, like,
well, it becomes context based later on, doesn't it? Because it works with sounds and like.
well,
it
yeah,
works...
just like as we mentioned in the first episode, he doesn't flash on Sarah's face, but then he flashes later on the ring.
Yeah,
But
and
I think
in this
mainly
one,
because he's thinking about, you know, her being a spy and everything.
I suppose.
So there's
yeah.
actual context to it.
Well, his ability to flash is directly tied to his emotional state, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, if this whole examination thing...
Whether that's intentional or unintentional.
Well, presumably it's intentional because it adds to later storylines.
No, I mean like within universe.
Oh,
Whether the Intersect was designed to be reliant on the user's emotional state.
Tonight was probably...
Because
Well,
the Gretas
I don't
are all
think it
fucking
is.
miserable,
Yeah,
aren't they?
in season 4. No, season 3. Is it season 3?
Which one?
Greta's.
I think It's
Season
3
4.
and 4? I think it's 4, actually.
Yeah, the new Intersect project, season 4. Because they get the Rock 7, don't they, again?
Yeah.
But yeah, the Greta's completely... that Intersect disables their emotions. And then they're glad to get it out of their head, like they said that in the episode.
Yeah.
Do you know why I was having deja vu? Because we recently watched this episode because we had the argument about the incinerator.
Yeah, you said it was a CIA incinerator, I said it was an NSA incinerator. He's died.
I wish. Fucking Brass.
I like the way you had this fucking hatred for Brass Larkin, but then you let Daniel Shaw off the hook, and it's like, mate, come on. Pull the thumb out, will you?
Yeah, fucking... it's just... I don't know, I just don't like him.
And
Don't
Jill
like
can
his
fuck
face.
off as well. Fucking Jill. Can't be doing.
Casey I'm at the scene. No sign of Zarno's body. Probably vaporized. I guess those secrets are staying in Chuck's head.
What's with the soldier? I mean, I know it's like national security kind of stuff, but why is there just a random US soldier there with a rifle?
No idea.
It looks like we're sending the good doctor home in an ashtray.
Okay, well I've got hot dogs to fry.
And I've got some toasters to sell.
They hate each other, don't they?
They do. That's why I like the show so much. Just because you see them grow and develop.
Mm. Well, they come
They
to
actually have really good
rely-
character building.
Well, yeah, they come to trust each other, don't they, and respect each other. I mean, even by like the second season, they do that.
Keep your eye on
Yeah.
him. And don't let Chuck out of your sight. He could be next.
I think Casey's probably got some of the most character development of all of the characters.
Yeah, definitely. That's shown a lot in Chuck versus the Tooth.
Yeah.
Very inspiring words, sir.
Regular call to arms.
We'll go make him better. Show me your assistant manager material.
That's marvelous.
Also,
Man.
the whole Alex Colburn thing.
Goodbye.
You what?
The whole Alex Colburn thing where he
Oh.
finds out, like,
Scanner.
Yeah, his
But
origin
afterwards-
stories.
yeah.
Somehow I managed to fly that.
Right. And the gun, kind of works like a...
Gun?
Uh-huh. And it beeps when you scan the barcodes.
Well, if it screamed out loud, I'd be right at home.
Why is there so many buttons on that scanner? Look at it.
Is there a problem? No problems. Only solutions.
Like he's got a full QWERTY keyboard on it.
Much like the buy more customer policy that I've noticed you have some issue with. Yeah, and
What operating system is that?
I'm not entirely sure. I don't think it's actually an operating system.
Well, the buttons looked either Mac or Unix based. But it might just be like a skinned XP or something. Or just a video. It's probably just a video that they just worked up, didn't they?
Would that be something that you have to get rights for?
What, to use the operating system?
Yeah, to show it.
I have
Or
no
would you
idea.
like, have to pay them? I don't know. Maybe it's just something they put in there to be
I don't know.
to themselves.
These perverts. I mean, they could be more, inconspicuous about it.
I think that's the point.
So, Chuck? No private meetings with Casey tonight.
What is up with you guys?
Did he tell you the same thing? Right, of course he did.
Hold on a second. Is something wrong?
The doctor from last night, he was killed in an explosion soon after he left us.
What? The doctor who was supposed to fix me?
Tell me what this is.
A nasty
NSA incinerator.
incinerator.
Ooh.
Designed to eliminate all biological traces.
I mean,
Doctor.
And guess who runs
it's literally just a Nokia. Would it flash on all phones that look like that?
He tried to kill us and
Or
he
just
probably tried to-
specific ones that are NSA incinerators?
Maybe he didn't Zarna looked at him.
Because how would he know the difference?
Well, it's more than likely a unique model.
Pretend like
Is this a Nokia? Come on.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a Nokia in real life, but in the context of the show, it's probably a unique model.
Alright, so I'm gonna try that again. Ready? Do you have any Ramones? No, don't say no. It's not gonna hurt. Listen. Okay. Excuse me, John.
I love this bit.
It's really not cut out for the old customer service thing, is it?
Is not.
And, I mean, even though he wants to find the Ramones.
Okay, I don't think that's in the buy more manual.
I mean, I think Big Mike's making him do this because he submitted his application for assistant store manager, didn't he?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it doesn't really fit because he's a tech support assistant. Oh, there's a Wii behind him. I've not seen a Nintendo Wii for years.
I love you.
Okay. That's weird.
What'd you tell Chuck?
that you're a cold-blooded killer.
The way I figured the only two people that knew the doctor was coming are right here. Since I didn't cap him, you're under arrest.
I still refuse to believe that that would actually penetrate the skin.
Nah, I bet she can. Supersonic Chuck.
It's a tiny wooden skewer, there's no weight to it.
So, you can fire a candle through a door if you accelerate it fast enough.
Yeah, but she's not got a cannon for an arm.
She's a CIA operative, she's probably got uber strength.
She just slapped a broom in half.
Yeah.
So either she's got super soldier serum running through her bloody body, or she's a god.
She's martial arts expert, and then you get kicked straight across jaw. Stay to that camera. It was a video camera, that wasn't a still camera. There's no way out through
Why
the
did
back of the
Casey
Wii
run?
Delicious.
Mr. Bartowski. Hi, Lester.
You would think he would have taken the advantage for a sneak attack.
You'd have thought so.
I'm sorry, why can't you and Jeff go?
Linux, PCs, we're Mac guys, Chuck. We're IT artists.
Okay, yeah.
That is exactly what people who use Mac think. It really is. I mean, even though Linux is and Mac are both Unix-based operating systems, but I love how cowardly Lester is as well.
Hello?
Pull over.
Well, I can't pull over. I have a home install at
142 Euclid? Guess who called that in?
He just calls in a fake address and then just follows him in his truck,
It was you.
or his van, or his
Doctor, now you're here to kill me.
whatever that is. It's massive compared to the little Prius. You think that's a valid license plate?
Which one? The one on the Nerd Herder?
Yeah, NRDHRD3.
Probably. You can get like personalised license plates. Probably just have to register it.
Well, a lot of these, they don't use real license plates, do they? Because there's very little point in registering the license plate. They just have a permit to, you operate the vehicles without a license plate.
Yeah, presumably though, you can probably get that.
Easily purchased on the black market. What do you really know about Sarah, Chuck? Huh? Think.
I don't know the format for American license plates. It might not even be a valid format.
Road. Maybe she is too. She found you in LA, but she couldn't grab you because
You can I think you can definitely do it in the UK because I've seen much worse.
Yeah.
He could pull those secrets out of your head, and she'd lose the intercept.
Why does he buy this?
Yeah, I was thinking that he like changes his opinion very quickly.
Yeah, he is very fickle early on. Especially when it comes to trusting circuits. If
So I think
anything,
that's
he
part
should
of
be
the character.
suspicious about Casey. Yeah, but he's really into Sarah though, so he's kind of weighted against him. He's basically predisposed to trust Sarah, I mean, this doesn't
But I
help.
think this helps.
This. Do you think this cements it?
Yeah.
Oh, that pause.
If you had any doubts, that'd like help solve definitely.
True.
You're nervous cooking, babe. Relax.
Debbie, this dinner has to go well.
It's gonna go awesome.
You don't know Chuck. He freaks out when he likes a girl.
Yeah, it ain't
I
that.
don't know that feeling. Look at his fucking shorts. Wear something smart, Morgan. Christ.
Window, or as I like to call it, the door.
They didn't even like put him outside. It's like, now I'm going locking the window. So it's a bit late now, Ellie. He's inside. He's already here pestering you.
Eliminating everyone she's
Like a sex pest.
You know where she is?
He is a bit of a pest.
We have to get back to my house. She's having dinner with us tonight.
No, kid, you're on the next plane to Washington.
But my sister.
Doesn't have a supercomputer in her noggin. You're the priority.
It's Casey. Put me through the jump effect.
Motorola Razr there.
I had one of them.
My grandma had one of them.
Well, it's about time.
Chuck!
The courtyard to that compound is really nice.
Yeah, it is. It is nicely decorated. Freaking the fire in those eyes.
Maybe he's having some car trouble.
Everyone okay?
He really believes that she tried to kill him.
And dirty for my taste.
And your girlfriend has been just nothing but mean to me.
Huh? Oh. Ha! Look out for her. So, I'm glad everyone's getting along so well.
Yeah, your sister is awesome.
Indeed.
Hey,
Hey! I got
the
an
captain
idea.
likes that.
Why don't we actually go out, huh?
Put Morgan with his legs up. Put your legs down, you hairy bastard.
With lots and lots of people around?
Chuck, I've been cooking all day.
Yeah, cooking pot roast, which is
I love how at no point does anyone question the legitimacy of Chuck and Sarah's relationship. There's no like, yeah, there's something going on because why would she choose you? You know.
He's a very handsome man.
Yeah, but the point of the character is a nobody, isn't it?
former friend. Former
Is that he works a dead end job. He was expelled from Stanford.
Chuck was dating before you. He stole it.
You know, well, disgraced, should I say? He's just one of those. No one at any point. I think Lester does at some point, but they're never like suspicious of Sarah,
You didn't tell me you're bringing another friend.
and they're not suspicious of Casey either. It's like, yeah, he's just come around.
It does seem a bit odd, but again, I think it's just a suspension of disbelief thing.
The more the merrier. You get her.
Chuck, we're gonna need another chair.
Okie doke.
Okie dokie.
Adding on to that, no one behaves like that, so that would be immediately suspicious. But I just think it's more
Well, I think Ellie's
for the sake of the story.
well, Ellie's going with it because she knows Chuck acts weird when he likes a girl, so that's how she's playing instead. I think Morgan can smell something because of the look on his face, but I think Ellie's just hiding behind the old Chuck being a bit of a weirdo when he's with someone he likes, kind of thing.
They were poisoned. Dinner. Hey, sis, chair. Ta-da!
Thank you. Wow, Chuck. Wow. I mean, I knew that you had it in you, but she is. Oh, she's really great.
Yeah. She's unpredictable.
Hey, listen to me.
She is unpredictable.
No reason to be nervous, okay? Now you have a great girl out there. I mean, she even made dessert.
Dessert?
Yeah.
Oh, dessert. Dessert. Poison. Don't forget.
It really latches onto this whole she's trying to kill his family thing.
We didn't do a toast
I mean, what motive would she have for killing his family?
right now.
Kill-
I don't think she would have motives for killing his family specifically, but like Casey said earlier, she's just killing everyone who she comes into contact with.
Devin, you're great.
With cleaning up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, but she hasn't come into contact with them. This is the first time Ellie meets Sarah. So she's not sanitizing the you know, the points of entry because she hasn't met them yet. The only one she's met is Morgan. You what?
She's also actually not trying to kill anyone.
Well, no, but that's obviously I know that, but that's just the flaw with Casey's reasoning. I'm glad Morgan played into that. Have you ever done that?
No. I wouldn't even want to attempt it.
I've seen people do it. And as long... apparently it's not that difficult as long as you maintain a, you know, virtually flat movement plane.
I've seen it done with a motorbike. I think it was on Top Gear, or was it a car?
You know what? Let me talk to him.
Casey eyeballing him.
Tell me exactly what Casey said.
Everything is okay.
This doesn't exactly build trust.
So I love the fact that Captain Awesome immediately goes to makeup sex. They'd been in there less than a minute. I've got a very low threshold for pain as well.
They were French assassins and they were after me, but I got to them first. And you know what? I'm kind of glad that I did. Chuck, do you really think that my name is Sarah? I never asked you to believe me. I asked you to trust me.
But what is her name though?
He didn't kill Zarno, then.
Do you remember?
You'll find out later. I do.
Did you actually? You do actually remember?
I can tell you if you want.
Go on.
It is Sam, Lisa. Ooh, I can't remember. Is it Walker still?
I think that went well. You know, not great, but I think it
Well, no, that's the name Tony Todd gives her when he finds her. I mean, I don't know whether... Do we ever find out a real last name? Because I think the earliest one we know is Burton.
Oh, yeah.
But her real name's Lisa, isn't it?
Isn't that a middle name?
Well, the thing with it is the only time she ever reveals a name as like being a real personal thing, she reveals it as Lisa. Where when you find out her name is Sam, it's more... I don't really know how to say it. It's more narrative.
Well, she tells Shaw that it's her first name, doesn't she?
Yeah, she tells Shaw that Lisa's her name.
What?
What?
She tells Shaw her name's Sam.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Because
where am I getting Lisa from then?
Because that's a middle name. She reveals it to Chuck when he asks her, "Can you tell me something, just anything, one thing?"
Oh yeah, of course. That's in series 2, that isn't it?
I think so. It's just when he wants to know one thing about her.
And it is a bit of a fucking stinger that she'll fucking tell Shaw, but she won't tell Chuck.
Well, she didn't even tell Chuck that it's Lisa. She kind of whispers it, doesn't she?
Yeah.
When he's out of earshot.
You're not kidding, are you?
It's very serious business, Quiche. You know, you don't joke about Quiche.
I don't actually like Quiche.
I love Quiche. I love that really shitty CG on the CGI panel. Oh. I mean, he can just shake off a trank dart like that. You know, he's made some strong stuff. Is that okay, sir?
He's built.
But no one would believe that was Sarah being tortured because it's
well,
quite
it doesn't
obvious.
sound like her for a start.
Well, yeah, it's It's basically the Wilhelm scream, isn't it? It's like the female equivalent of the Wilhelm scream. Just Morgan nicked all the food.
You got nothing. Then what do we do?
It's over. She's gone.
No. Okay, this is our fault. We didn't believe her. Now we have to save her. Look, if you were a bad guy, what would you do? Fly Sarah out on a plane? Would you use a boat or what?
Chopper. Small airfield near the water. Closest I could find.
Then do a satellite search using the touchscreen, and then maybe limit that to airfields that are within a certain range of us, and then maybe limit that by if there's...
Why would the airfield need to be near the water? Is there a tactical advantage of being near a body of water?
Harder to follow, I would think.
Why?
I don't know. Because if say someone's in a car on the ground and they're trying to keep up, they'd have to go around the lake.
Well, they're not next. They're in California, aren't they? They're next to the ocean.
Yeah, good point. I don't know.
So in this plan, I basically do nothing.
Yep. Let's do this.
Those are the best kinds of plans. The plans where you need to actually do stuff are just such a drag. And he never does what he's bloody told. I mean, he gets the easy way out here. It's like, yeah, just stay in the car, and he's like, yeah. And he can't even bloody do that.
Stay in the car. Do not leave the car. Do not leave this car.
Immediately leaves the car.
I know. And you'd see that car. I mean, it's white and red.
I do like that even before the Intersect 2.0, he's still brave.
He's mustered a bit of courage. But I think that's just because it's Sarah. If it was Casey, I don't think he'd have bothered.
He's still smart. He doesn't like always rely on the Intersect. He actually uses his own brain.
Well, yeah, because he's basically a Stanford grad, isn't he? He's a clever chap.
I need something to pick this lock. Go, go, go.
You think that's real sweat? Or did they just spray her with like water?
I don't know, but you would assume they have a fine mist spray.
Well, to be honest, I bet that light above was making her sweat, because that's a bright light. That'd be just on stage.
That's a needle.
And it's like, what's he doing here? It's like, they're still even aimed at you, you silly cunt. So he instantly looks at a needle and goes, oh crap. And he's like, what?
I feel like he wouldn't have been able to throw that needle that accurately with enough strength to have it penetrate wood. It was like this tiny thin needle.
Yeah. I also love the fact that as soon as he flashed, he just immediately blurted out the bad information about this guy to his face.
This is clever.
Dunk.
Do you think he actually meant to faint? Because it would have been like a good move tactically. Or do you think he just actually fainted?
No, yeah, he did actually faint. Because he doesn't like needles. And, you know, he's a bit of a coward, so... He did legit faint, though.
Bravo coordinates. The ship will be waiting there.
It's about 10 miles offshore. 15-minute flight.
Oh, that's why they're near the water. I mean, Casey wouldn't know he was going to a boat, but that's why they're near water. See, that's why you always wear your pocket protector. Can deflect tramp darts.
You must be kidding.
I look, why is he so nonplussed when he says that?
I want you to land the helicopter right now.
He doesn't look very amused.
Exactly, it's like, oh, you must have to do more work, fucking no. He's so camp. There you go. Well done, Chuck. Clever. Yeah, I'm with Zano on that one. Well, if you're gonna go out with a style. In a blaze of glory. That is a crane, Chuck. Yeah, you're very observant.
Oh my God, Casey, I think Chuck's flying the chopper.
Lucky he's got his phone on him.
Told you to stay in the car. Get out of the car. Tell me how to fly a helicopter.
They should have stayed in the car.
Collective and the cyclic control.
What?
One's the stick, one looks like an emergency brake. Grab them both.
Okay, I got him. Oh my god. This is not working.
Push the stick just a bit forward.
See, this is why you don't panic when you're trying to land an helicopter. You got to keep your head.
Ground not good.
Pull up on the emergency brake. Level off.
I don't know how to level off.
Listen, moron, do you want to die?
That has got to be one of my favourite quotes. That.
Chuck, you're gonna be okay now. I need you to focus. Have you ever played any flying games before?
Flight simulators? Yeah, sure. I've done those, yeah.
Okay, which ones?
Maverick of the Skies, Stealth Fighter Elite.
I mean,
Apache Chopper Patrol.
none of these games exist.
Now remember that last one. I want you to pretend like you're playing that game, okay? You're just in your bedroom, you're playing a game, and none of this is real.
I feel like it would have actually been better for Casey to stay on the phone and give him actual directions on how to land the helicopter.
He knows how to pilot an helicopter, so he's the best person in that context. But she's calming him down, isn't she? That's why she's the...
Is this one of those helicopters that can turn into a boat?
No, it isn't. He's to the right.
They make a lot of those helicopters that can turn into boats.
I got it.
I think it's in James Bond.
Almost there.
A little more to the right.
I think it was just badly worded.
Goose to the break. It's just a game. A big, scary video game. Thank you, God. Yes, you are wonderful.
Is the guy still unconscious in the back?
Yeah, well, I'd imagine so. He did hit his head pretty hard. See, I think he could have diffused this situation a lot quicker if, instead of standing there and like going for an high five, if he'd have immediately run up to her and hugged her, I think she wouldn't have said shit. Because
Maybe
I don't think
she'd have apologised.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think she'd have reacted like this. I think she'd have backed off.
Betrayed everything that I believe in, and if you ever accuse me of that again, then I will walk away. Mission over. We all go back to Washington. And you do not want that.
Oof.
That you should trust me.
Alright, then be a bitch about it. Fuck off, Case.
He's so brilliant.
He's so smug.
That's the best thing about him.
Yeah. It's my only one.
Took that shit in, Chuck. Come on.
Quite certain he wouldn't mind, though. You realize that you don't have to go to Bryce's funeral.
Yeah, I guess.
I still want to know who they're burying.
Even if he did get me kicked out of school and steal my...
Well, I don't know.
Could you put someone in there?
You've moved on to bigger and better girls.
You just go put a mannequin in there, ain't you?
Yeah.
Bigger, like literally bigger.
Well, you would have to. Well, in a lot of situations where there isn't a body, it's usually like a military thing, isn't it? Where they do a funeral anyway, just for ceremony.
Yeah.
I don't know, sis.
But in this case, they do actually have... Well, they're supposed to have Larkin's body because Casey shot him.
Yeah. Well, it's not technically in there, is he? Even though we're supposed to think he is at this point.
Yeah, but so who's in there then? They just like need to get rid of a body, so they stuck that in there instead.
I guess so.
He didn't have any Stanford friends.
Unless he was dug up later.
What brought back to life?
Well,
he just burst out at lid now. I'm not dead, bitches.
Well, he's not dead, is he?
Yeah, but he's not going to be in the fucking casket.
I know he's not in the cat. Well, he could be.
What do you mean he could be?
He could be close to death.
He's just got an oxygen mask.
Yeah, you never know.
Well, you know how I feel, General. But for now,
and Chuck stays where he is. But
Again, spoilers right now. He's, for the sake of this, he's in the casket. Shut up.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not that much of a spoiler. It comes back in the first series. Come on. It's not like it's a Series 5 spoiler. That suit looks so sloppy.
Knock, knock.
Hey, Chuck.
How is everything? I saw you at the funeral.
Oh, yeah, I had to go. After everything Bryce did, he was still my partner.
Look, I'm not accusing you.
Yeah, sure, partner.
Today,
We'll stick with that.
Yesterday, yes, I may have
For
been a
now.
little thick.
Oh.
But I'm really sorry about that. Instead of not trusting you, I should have been thanking you for saving
I get that it's a cover, but you would just think that she wouldn't have a real job because she's actually cleaning up and cooking and.
Yeah. You'd have thought so.
It just it seems odd. Like they actually managed to set up the yogurt shop later, don't they?
Yeah.
It seems
Well,
like they would
that's
do something
because
like that
that's
from the start.
Yeah, but they didn't know it was going to turn into a full operation until they built the new lab, did they? The new base. No, of course he's not.
By the way, I thought we'd give that dinner a shot. Here. We knew you'd forgive us.
Morgan putting his arm around Ellie.
Get a 411 on the corn dogs. You recommend, buddy?
Sarah? Oh, you're so Cheers.
I don't even know what a corn dog is. Is it actually a sausage or?
It's a hot dog surrounded by a batter. I don't know what the batter's made out of. Probably corn related.
I don't know. And it's on a stick. Why is it on a stick?
I don't know. Presumably they stick the stick into the hot dog, then cover it in a cornmeal batter.
But why is it not on a bun?
I don't know.
Hey, you're more connected with America than I am.
It's just street food. It's quick and easy.
So
I suppose
donuts.
a hot dog is as well, but
So
I don't
fish
know.
and chips.
Listen,
What?
I did not invent it.
I never said you did.
Do you want me to fucking Google it?
No.
I can't be bothered.
Yeah, I know you wouldn't. Anyway,
the episode's ended. Let's wrap it up.
That concludes.
I was correct though. It is a hot dog in a cornmeal batter and deep fried.
Like, of course it's deep fried. Everything's fucking deep fried over there. Anyway, that was episode 2 of Chuck versus the Inane running commentary. What the fuck do I say now?